this is a team with Stanley Cup aspirations, Mark. I mean, how are they going to get through this without him?
I worry about the club's morale because this isn't the first time they've gone through this coming down the stretch, coming into the playoffs. We've seen Carolina for the last few years where they've been not a playoff team, but when are they going to make that cup contender run? They've been right on that cusp. And you see the trades and either the 9 trades or the injuries. You see Freddie Anderson last year go down late, and now we see they bring in Pacioretty. They lose Pacioretty. They have Svechnikov, the big power forward who's just playing amazing, and he goes down. It's unfortunate. You realize how much luck is truly involved sometimes in getting a chance to go on a playoff run. You got to stay healthy, and Carolina's just got to be wondering, what the heck do we have to do? What's going on? Is there something in the water down here? You know, and it's something that obviously Roddy Brind'Amour knows exactly what he's going with. This isn't a matter of adversity. Isn't an if, it's a when that you're going to run into in the NHL, and this couldn't be the worst time to lose your big power forward if you're Carolina.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, you look at this injury, I mean, what is the key to this team, you know, moving forward without the likes of Svechnikov, one of their best players?
Listen, I played with the great Roddy Brind'Amour, and I can't recall seeing him ever be that dejected, with the exception of when we lost the Stanley Cup in 2002 to Chris Osgood and Hasek and all those guys from the Detroit Red Wings, that Hall of Fame team. The fact that he had his hat as low down as he did tells you how gutted he is. And I remember Rod Brind'Amour telling me shortly after they drafted Andrei Svechnikov out of the OHL, this kid has a chance to be a really good player in this league a long time. I love his work ethic. I love his personality. I love his commitment to the craft. Speaking of Trip Tracy, everybody down there in Carolina, everybody raves. And I've spent time with Svechnikov myself. And most recently at All-Star Weekend, when he won the fastest skater competition, which is absolutely incredible. And you see his numbers. You see what he brings to the table. You see the numbers on a game-to-game basis.
Look at those
but
hits.
It's also, look at the hits. And that's Perry's part. Hey, and I'm glad you pointed that out, Jack, because that's what Perry was saying. And the fact that he plays kind of an all-round power forward game. It's not that he's a one-dimensional offensive player. So I love your points, Perry. I've spoken to enough people down there today. We were just down there for the awesome Stadium Series game as well. This is a very, very upset group. Andrei Svechnikov carries a lot of respect in the town, in the area, with his teammates, with the coaching staff, and the organization. He's one of the bright young players in the league. I echo what Roddy said. I'm absolutely gutted for him because this is a Stanley Cup contending team. And I'm going to add this quickly and kick it back to you. You made the point that Pacioretty's out of the lineup because he's re-ruptured the Achilles. He's a one-shot threat in Max Pacioretty that's got a wealth of experience in the postseason. So he's out. He's on the mend. Now Svechnikov goes down, and there were no trades up front as such. They made the acquisition to bring in, of course, Gostisbehere to aid their amazing blue line and to complement their amazing blue line, I should say. The Canes are in a tough spot right now.
Yeah.
They're going to have to rally together as a group, collectively, because this is huge news throughout their lineup right now with this tough injury to Svechnikov. We wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, I echo those sentiments. You got to feel gutted for a guy having a heck of a season. It's really a part of the fabric of the personality of the Carolina Hurricanes and what he brings in terms of points and the physicality, which I think is an important thing come playoff time as well for a Carolina Hurricanes team. They're just looking to figure out, okay, we're really great in the regular season. How can we be great in the postseason and take that next step? So I think we're all gutted for Svech and gutted for the Hurricanes as a whole. I mean, this team, you said it. I mean, can this team catch a freaking break? I mean, come on. But we'll see. Puljujarvi is one of the additions that they did make at the deadline. He is obviously going to get a bigger opportunity now that hole has been left in the lineup. Maybe he can find something and they can find a way to get through this. But it's safe to say the adversity with a capital A has officially hit the Carolina Hurricanes.